welcome to the Webcast for Monday, November 18th. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. Visible satellite this morning shows a classic northwest flow pattern as an inside slide or trough passes to our north and east. Low clouds are banked across much of the Central Valley and the Sierra foothills, thanks to low-level moisture and orographic lift against the mountains. These clouds will likely stay in place for much of the day, while most other areas enjoy mostly sunny skies, but with a few passing clouds. Today is going to be a chilly and in some places windy day. Take a look at the wind observations this morning. The wind gust values are shown in red, and I filtered it to only show stations gusting above 20 miles per hour. We have west to northwest winds that are quite widespread across the mountain ridges and desert passes. These winds will continue through most of the day at 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 50 miles per hour and locally higher in the windiest spots. These winds are associated with an inside slide or Pacific trough that will bring renewed cooling to the region today in what has already been a prolonged cool weather pattern. Take a look at the forecast highs for today with only upper 50s to mid-60s in the valleys and high desert, not to mention the very cold start this morning with many places starting the day out in the 30s. Minimum humidity will be mainly in the 20 to 40% range today, but will vary quite a bit with some areas staying higher than that. As this trough departs tomorrow, winds will swing around to the north. We're going to see a very typical evolution where the westerly winds we're seeing today become northerly winds tonight and early tomorrow, focused on the typical north wind-prone corridors from Santa Barbara County to the Grapevine and Tehachapi region. We'll see similar speeds in that range of 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 50 miles per hour. But as is often the case, the accompanying RH values will be quite high, especially to start off, at or well above 25%. And by the time RHs begin to come down more appreciably tomorrow, the winds will already be letting up. As a result, no significant fire weather concerns are expected. The midweek period will be dominated by a warming trend as a pretty strong ridge of high pressure sets up over the desert southwest. Steady warming is expected from Tuesday through Thursday. However, one thing we're not seeing with this warming trend is offshore winds. Once upon a time, there had been indications for potentially significant Santa Ana winds this week, but that is not going to be happening. Nonetheless, there will be a solid warming trend. Take a look at the forecast highs by the time we get to Thursday, with temperatures finally returning to above normal levels with upper 70s to pushing 80 degrees in the warmer Southern California valleys by then. It will also become very dry in the next few days. Minimum humidity will fall into the single digits and teens from Tuesday through Thursday. Wednesday looks like the driest day. Here are the forecast min-RH values for that day, which are impressively dry in some cases. Poor recoveries are also likely for most of Southern California from Tuesday night through Thursday night. There are more changes ahead, however. One of the big weather stories, not just locally but nationally in the coming days, will be an exceptionally powerful atmospheric river that is going to bring extreme rainfall totals to Northern California beginning by late Tuesday. That atmospheric river will be aimed squarely at the northern part of the state through at least the midweek period, and there are going to be some truly extreme rainfall totals up north. Eventually, that system will likely begin to shift south, but there is plenty of uncertainty for our region. For Central California, I would say that it is probable that a period of moderate to heavy rainfall will occur at some point from late Thursday through the weekend. Again, the timing is pretty uncertain, with totals for Central California that will likely be significant, but much less than the extreme amounts over Northern California. It's an even murkier picture further south. Southern California also has a decent shot at what could be significant rainfall, but likely not until the weekend, and uncertainty is higher the further south you go. We'll continue to fine-tune this storm in the coming days. Regardless of totals, current indications favor this being a warm storm system, with snow levels mainly at or above 7,500 feet, potentially above 8,000 feet. There is some potential for additional precipitation with lower snow levels by early next week, but we'll take it one storm at a time for now. After recent increases, Dead fuel moistures will go into falling trends the next several days as that warmer and very dry air mass develops. Fine fuels in particular will become much more receptive by Tuesday, and be mindful that long burn periods are likely in the coming days with very low RH both in the daytime and nighttime for Southern California. Nonetheless, large fire potential will be low overall this week. It will certainly be low today given the cool temperatures and high RH. Fire potential will increase somewhat from Tuesday through Thursday as temperatures warm and humidity becomes very low, but winds will remain light, so we still don't have any major concerns. As talked about, significant moisture is possible by the weekend, but it remains uncertain how much rain will occur, especially in Southern California, and whether it will be enough to induce widespread seasonal green-up and bring an end to fire season. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. The next one will be on Tuesday, November 19th.